With humility and gratitude, I offer my loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of our loving Lord, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba.
Ofrezco mis saludos, mi adoración a los pies de Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba.
Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you.
Queridos hermanos y hermanas, Sai Ram a todos.
This is the first time I am in Spain, in Barcelona.
Es la primera vez en España, en Barcelona.
But I am very much touched with your loving hospitality and the beautiful place here.
Y me emociona mucho vuestra hospitalidad en este sitio tan hermoso.
So I thought Los Angeles, traveled around the world, I thought Los Angeles is the best place to live, but Jode corrected me, said Barcelona is the best place to live.
Vengo de Los Ángeles, he dado la vuelta al mundo y pensaba yo que era el mejor sitio donde vivir, pero quizás sea Barcelona.
We were having family vacation, but it is Swami's grace, this became like a pilgrimage for us.
Estamos en vacaciones con la familia, pero por la gracia de Swami se ha convertido en un peregrinaje.
Before we started the vacation, we had a good opportunity to meet the devotees in Italy, in Venice, and it was beautiful to see their Swami's glory being sung in Italian.
Antes de empezar este periplo, tuvimos la oportunidad de hacer una ceremonia en Italia y estuvimos encantados de cantarle a Swami en italiano.
And now we are ending our vacation, we are leaving early morning tomorrow and we are ending in Spanish in Barcelona and see the beautiful glories of Swami being sung in Spanish.
Ahora que estamos acabando las vacaciones aquí, tenemos la suerte de cantar la gloria de Swami aquí en Barcelona en castellano.
Last year I had to travel to 18 countries for the pre-world conferences which culminated in the World Conference.
El año pasado tuve que viajar a muchos países. 18 países para preparar la preconferencia mundial.
It was beautiful to see that Swami's glory being sung in Italian, in German, in French, in Spanish, in Russian, Japanese, Chinese, so many languages around the world.
Fue muy hermoso ver la gloria de Swami cantada en tantos idiomas, en ruso, en japonés, en alemán, castellano, etc.
Really, I could feel the divine presence when you people were all singing loud the glory of Swami.
La gloria de Swami, de la presencia de Swami.
Swami said, wherever my devotees sing my glories, I am manifest there.
Swami dijo, cuando haya devotos que están cantando mi gloria, yo estoy presente en ellos.
And never let any doubt distract you. So He is present with us now. Even Jesus said, wherever two or more are gathered in my name, I am manifest. And Swami said, when Narada asked Lord Narayana, the Lord, where are you going to manifest?
Nunca tengáis ninguna duda. Swami se manifiesta. Cuando dos o más de vosotros estén cantando, yo me manifestaré.
So he says, I don't live in Vaikuntha, I don't live in a special place, I live wherever my devotees sing my glories.
Yo no vivo en Vaikuntha, yo no vivo en ningún sitio, yo vivo donde cantan mi gloria.
Because God, Swami says, is Sangeeta Lola, He is a lover of music. Because that is why in any tradition, let it be Christian tradition, Judaism, Islam, or any people with any faith, always they pour out their love for God through music. Music touches the heart.
Uno de los nombres de Dios es el que ama la música. Y en cualquier idioma que lo digamos, Dios es el amor de la música.
Once we were there in Prashanti Nilayam, there were the little children from Los Angeles went there and they were singing to Swami in the Prashanti.
Una vez en Presencia habían venido niños de Los Ángeles y le cantaban a Swami.
And there they were singing the song, Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee.
Y cantaba la canción Puerta de mi corazón, ábrete completamente para ti.
Will thou come, precious Baba, come to me.
que venga el amor, precioso Baba, ven a mí.
Then Swami opens the door, I am coming.
En ese momento Swami abre la puerta y dice, ahora vengo.
So when we do with longing, with love, God right away
O
responds.
sea, cuando lo hacemos con ganas, con amor, entonces el Señor responde.
So always remember, God listens to our singing, our prayers, He listens to every word of us.
Acordémonos siempre, Swami escucha nuestras plegarias y las responde.
One time, a lot of you know, late Professor Kasturi, he is the biographer of Swami. So he went to see Swami. That time he was living in Bangalore, he went to Swami.
Una vez Kasturi fue a ver a Swami en Bangalore.
And Swami told Kasturi, you are singing your bhajans in your house, you are causing me a lot of earache. And Swami is in Puttaparthi and that man is in Bangalore, 160 kilometers away.
Y Swami le dijo, tú cantas bhajans en tu casa y no puedo con el ruido, a pesar de que él vivía pues a 60 kilómetros. Es que no puedo con tanto ruido como armas cuando cantas.
And Swami, you know, he's a great historian, wonderful devotee of Swami, and he's a great storyteller and talks about the glories of Swami in a beautiful way, which we were fortunate to listen to.
Kasturi era un historiador y contaba muchas historias y era una persona además con mucho sentido del humor.
And Swami one time told him, don't try to sing, you can dance, because he used to, whenever he is giving some talks, he used to move his hands a lot. You can dance, but don't sing.
Kasturi que se movía mucho pero Swami le decía, tú puedes hablar, tú puedes bailar, puedes hacer lo que quieras, pero no cantes.
Then Kasturi said, Swami, you told me not to sing, I don't sing at all.
Y dice, Kasturi dijo, Swami, tú me dijiste que no cantara, y entonces no canto en absoluto.
Then Swami said, that boy from your neighboring house who comes to your bhajans, he sings in a screeching voice that bothers me. You see that what he was singing in Bangalore, 160 kilometers.
Pero hay un chico que vive al lado, y viene al centro y canta con una voz que es que no la soporto y estaba a 60 kilómetros.
So just to show that he listens to when we sing the bhajans, we should watch that.
O sea,
Rhythm, how you sing with the rhythm, and then how with the melody.
de que nos escucha.
And most important is bhav, the feeling.
Estemos
God
atentos
responds. Not only rhythm and melody is
a la
important,
melodía,
but more important is bhav, the feeling.
pero lo
which
más
we
importante
sing the
es
Lord.
el sentimiento que dejamos ir cuando cantamos.
So all of you did a good job. So you had the rhythm, you had the melody, and you had the feeling. Very
Todos
good job.
vosotros habéis hecho un trabajo magnífico porque había melodía, había ritmo y había corazón.
Because God is the source of all music too. Swami, I have heard many expert musicians telling in Prashant Nilayam, the people in the Carnatic music, South Indian, North Indian music, how Swami inspires them to compose certain unique compositions.
Sí, yo he oído a muchos músicos decir de qué manera Swami muchos músicos que eran expertos en las músicas de Karnataka y del sur de la India y decían de qué manera Swami les había inspirado melodías nuevas.
So one time a great expert musician, so he came to see Swami along with another devotee.
Una vez un gran experto, un músico, vino a ver a Swami con otro gran devoto.
This happened about 40 years ago, more than 40 years.
Pasó hace más de 40 años.
When he came to Prashanti, he heard all these bhajans. He thought they are very light music. He is a very expert classical musician. He's expert in classical music. This music, bhajans, it didn't sound good to him. He said, he was disappointed.
Este experto en música clásica escuchó los bhajans y no quedó muy impresionado. Dijo, esto es una musiquilla muy ligera, ¿no?
And he is a great devotee of Lord Rama, and he is expert in Tyagaraja music. Tyagaraja is one of the great musicians. So any of you heard of Tyagaraja?
Yes.
Yes.
Él es un gran experto, es un devoto de Rama y es un gran experto en la música de Tyagaraja.
So these bhajans didn't appeal to him.
Y estos bhajans pues no le decían nada.
So because he's such a great devotee of Lord Rama's, Sai Rama called him for an interview.
Entonces, como que era un gran devoto de Rama, Swami lo llamó en interview.
They were talking about lot of things, and suddenly Swami started humming some rare compositions of Tyagaraja.
Hablaban de muchas cosas y de repente Swami empezó a tararear una música de Tyagara.
This man was amazed. He thought Swami did not know anything. He asked Swami, when did you learn this music, Swami? How did you learn?
¿Dónde aprendiste esta música?
The Swami said, who do you think taught Tyagaraja?
Y Swami le dijo, ¿tú quién crees que se enseñó a Tyagara?
So showing that he is the same Rama who taught Tyagaraja, so he is the same Rama coming as Sai Rama.
Era Rama que le había enseñado la música a Tyagara.
So we are so blessed. He is the source of everything, the knowledge, the music, and source of everything. And we are fortunate and blessed to be his contemporaries of such a loving avatar.
Somos tan afortunados de que Él, que es la fuente de todas las melodías y de todas las palabras, que nosotros ha sido nuestro contemporáneo, hemos sido contemporáneos con Él.
Let me tell you with conviction and confidence that we cannot even hear about Swami, forget about coming to Swami without his will and without his grace.
Creedme, os lo digo desde el fondo del corazón, si Swami no lo quiere, no podemos ir a Él, no le podríamos haber escuchado.
All of you are assembled here, were supposed to be here, and you are blessed and fortunate to be part of this wonderful satsang.
Tenemos la suerte, hemos estado bendecidos por ser parte de este satsang aquí.
So why I said nobody can come, I will tell you, the other day, Jody was kind enough to pick us up from the port, and he was telling he was going to India since 1970, but he didn't, for 20 years or so, he was going, but he never even had the desire or the good fortune to go to Swami. He had to wait that long to have, that was the right timing.
Bueno, que el traductor había ido a India desde el año 1970 y a pesar de esto, durante 20 años no conoció a Swami, no había llegado su momento.
So it happened even in Hong Kong when I was there, one of the devotees was telling that there was a Sai center in the same building, but he didn't even know till one day came that he had to know. So without his will, you won't go to a Sai center, you won't even hear his name.
Igual le pasó a un devoto en Hong Kong que estaba en el mismo edificio que un centro Sai y no lo supo hasta el día en que lo tuvo que saber.
So I was 5 years old when first time I saw Swami.
Y yo tenía 5 años cuando vi a Swami por primera vez.
I have been Shirdi Baba devotee, you know the Shirdi Baba famous.
Yo era un devoto de
from childhood.
Shirdi desde la niñez.
But it took me many years. Only after going to United States, I went for further studies to USA. Only then I realized it is Shirdi Baba and Satya Sai are the same.
Pero me costó mucho hasta que no fui a los Estados Unidos y ya un poco mayor no comprendí que eran la misma persona, Shirdi Sai y Satya Sai.
So when I went to Prasanthi Nilayam, first time I had an interview with Swami, I complained to Swami.
Cuando fui a Presencia por primera vez, la primera interview, me quejé a Swami.
I said, Swami, I have been worshipping you from my childhood in the Shirdi avatar. Why did you make me wait so long? So I was putting the blame on him instead of me saying, why?
Digo, Swami, yo te he estado adorando desde pequeñito en el altar. ¿Por qué me has hecho esperar tantísimo?
So he was so kind. He said, this is the right time for you.
Y Swami fue muy amable. Me dijo, este es el momento correcto para ti.
He gave beautifully, only the Lord can do 3 examples.
Solo el Señor puede poner, por ejemplo, tres ejemplos.
He said, you are a doctor, you know the person develops a cataract in the eye, you remove the cataract only matures. If you remove before that, you lose your vision.
Si, por ejemplo, uno tiene una catarata y quitas la catarata en el momento justo, sanas el ojo. Si la quitas antes, lo dejas ciego.
And then second example, he said, you get a cut on your leg or something, the wound, it is healing, and the scab naturally falls off. If you try to pull it before, it bleeds and doesn't heal.
El segundo ejemplo que puso es, por ejemplo, tienes un corte en la pierna, si te hace una cicatriz.
Naturally falls off, it heals.
Si entonces intentas arrancar la costra, te saldrá sangre. tienes que esperar al momento justo.
Naturally, it heals and falls off, it heals. So third example, Swami said, a tree is there are fruits on the tree. So the tree unripe and ripe, when it is a ripe fruit, you pluck it, it is sweet, delicious, you enjoy. If it is unripe fruit, it is bitter and you throw it away.
El tercer ejemplo es que hay un árbol de fruta y si la fruta la tomas en el momento justo, es dulce, es sabrosa. Si la tomas antes, esa fruta no sabe nada bien.
So Swami said, this is the right time.
Swami dijo, es el momento oportuno.
So this is the right time. We are all gathered in the name of Swami and we are enjoying His love and experiencing His love.
Este es el momento oportuno en el cual estamos aquí todos juntos sintiendo el amor de Swami, disfrutando del amor de Swami.
As Kishore was singing that Sarvadharma song, that you are the Allah, you are the Jehovah, you are the Zoroaster, you are Rama, you are Krishna. So you are all forms of divinity. And Swami himself said that in 1968 in the First World Conference.
Sí, como Kishore ha cantado antes, lo hemos cantado todos con él, en el Sarvadharma, Swami es Mahavira, es todas las divinidades, y como lo afirmó él mismo en el año 68, 1968.
So he is not only all names and forms, which he said that, but he is beyond all names and forms.
No es simplemente todos los nombres y todas las formas, sino que va más allá de ellas.
I said in Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, Omkaram Baba Omkaram. Om represents the attributeless, formless form God. So he is the one, because ultimately God is beyond name, form and attributes.
En el Manasa Bhajare le decimos Omkaram, que es, o sea, es el Om, está más allá de la divinidad y del ser, ¿no?
That is the uniqueness of the Vedanta. I think the Semitic religion, Judaism, Islam, they say God has no form, but the Vedanta says is not only beyond form, is beyond name and attributes also. He is that attributeless ultimate reality.
La grandeza del Vedanta es que subraya lo mismo que las religiones monoteístas, pero además dice, y está más allá de la forma y más allá de toda descripción.
So this is not a theory, this is an experience of many people in the world, many devotees who have experienced Swami as Rama, Swami as Krishna, Swami as Allah, Swami as Jesus. They have experienced. Actually, in my travel in the last couple of years,
son muchos los devotos que experimentan a Swami como Rama, como Jesús, como la divinidad que es la suya, ¿no? Y en un viaje
many things. Yeah. So recently, somebody said Swami, they saw him as Hanuman. Somebody Swami saw as Radha Krishna. So many forms he has given the vision of.
Sí, devotos que me decían, yo lo he visto como Hanuman o como Radha Krishna.
And one interesting thing, one of the Muslim devotees was telling, is he really Allah? So when he was in the darshan in Prashanti, are you really Allah, Swami? He was pondering the question. He was wondering, are you Allah?
Y en Prashanti, un devoto, que era musulmán, le preguntó, ¿también eres Allah?
So when Swami was coming in darshan in front of him, suddenly he doesn't see anything because they don't believe in form. So Swami, he could not see this form of Swami. So he has given that experience too.
Claro. Y cuando Swami en el darshan pasó por delante de este devoto, de repente se esfumó, desapareció. Porque como que ellos no creen en la forma, creen que Dios no tiene forma, Swami se fue.
So he is all names and forms and beyond all names and forms.
Es todas las formas y está más allá de todas las formas.
So during this 2 weeks of pilgrimage for us, I was fortunate to meet many devotees, not only in Venice, but in Dubrovnik and in Greece and other places. It is beautiful whenever people of similar interests we gather together, our love for God increases.
En este periplo, pues he ido visitando ciudades y me he encontrado con devotos en Dubrovnik, en Grecia, en todas partes y es tan hermoso cantar todos juntos y compartir.
The great Spanish, she is Spanish, I think, Teresa of Avila, right? She is from Spain.
Who?
Teresa of Avila.
Teresa de
Avila.
Teresa de Avila.
She is from Avila.
Avila.
Teresa Avila. Okay, I'm sorry. So she's from Spain, right?
Right.
Yeah. So she was the one who wrote the Way of Perfection.
Sí.
So why was
O sea, de
that?
Teresa de Ávila, está hablando de Teresa de Ávila, que dice, es una persona española que escribió sobre el sendero de perfección.
So she was the one who was telling, so God puts us through many challenges, difficulties. Once she was going and preaching about God. So just when she was preaching,
Ella explicaba las dificultades pasmoradas del alma, que le llaman Teresa, a través de las cuales pasa el alma en el camino hacia Dios.
So I think she's 16th century saint. Does anybody know? Yeah, 16th century. So she was going in those days in a car,
En el
and she was
siglo
going to
XVI.
spread the message of the Jesus.
Ella viajaba y difundía el mensaje de Jesús.
And then the car falls down, and she gets hurt, and she gets injuries.
Pero el carro se le rompió la rueda, cayó al suelo y se hirió.
Then she says, Lord, I'm going on your work, and you cause me all this pain.
Y dijo,
She complains to the Lord.
se quejó y dijo, Señor, yo estoy aquí haciendo un trabajo para ti y me he herido.
Yeah, Swami said, yes, he said he gives the test for us so that then only we'll get rest.
Swami dice siempre, primero te doy el test, la prueba, y después el rest, el descanso.
Then Teresa of Avila, she says, Lord, why do you do this to me?
Entonces Teresa dijo, Señor, ¿por qué me has hecho esto?
He said, I do this only to my friends.
Y el Señor le dijo, yo solo les hago esto a mis amigos.
Then she says, that is why you have so few friends.
Es porque somos tan amigos.
So just whenever any challenges come in life, you should think that is really, he is doing it for our ultimate good, so that for our purification.
Cuando nos encontremos con algún desafío en la vida, pensemos que es para nuestra purificación, para nuestro bien.
Another thing is when Swami was physically present in a beautiful form, we all experienced his love, we have heard his message.
Otra cosa es cuando Swami estaba en su hermosa forma física, que experimentamos en su presencia.
After Swami left his body in April 2011, a lot of people were very disappointed, very dejected.
Cuando Swami dejó esa forma, en abril de 2011, mucha gente se sintió desesperada y decepcionada.
No doubt we miss his beautiful form and his close experiences with him.
Sin ninguna duda, echamos de menos su hermosa forma y experimentarlo, ¿no?
But we should constantly remember he has not gone anywhere. He is our eternal companion.
Pero debiéramos recordar que Él no se ha ido a ningún sitio. Es nuestro compañero eterno.
So he was with us, he is with us, and he will be with us forever.
Estaba con nosotros, está con nosotros y estará siempre con nosotros.
Didn't Jesus leave the body 2000 years ago? Don't the people experience his divine presence and his blessings all over the world?
Sí, Jesús abandonó su cuerpo hace 2000 años y la gente ha seguido experimentando su ser.
So it is our belief, our faith which makes us have the divine experience.
Es nuestra fe, es nuestra creencia que nos hace sentir y experimentar la presencia divina.
So Swami is constantly guiding us, guarding us, loving us, till as the eyelids protect the eye, even till today.
Swami nos guía, nos protege siempre y hasta el día de hoy.
I had many experiences by his grace when he was physically present. I could walk with him, talk with him, eat with him, go in the car with him.
Yo tuve muchas experiencias cuando él estaba presente, porque pude estar con él, comer con él, charlar, ir juntos en el coche.
Naturally, I was very sad when he left his physical form.
Naturalmente, y yo me entristecí mucho cuando él dejó su forma física.
But Swami showed me that he didn't go anywhere with this experience, the first experience I had when after Swami left the body.
Pero Swami me mostró que no se había ido. Una primera experiencia, después de que se marchó, fue...
So I had the good fortune to be taking care of Swami, one of the doctors, when Swami was in the hospital
Cuando él estaba en
in
el
March and
hospital,
April 2011.
cuando él estaba en el hospital en marzo y abril de 2011, yo tuve la fortuna de poder estar en el hospital junto con los doctores.
Swami is physician par excellence. Swami is the doctor of doctors. He doesn't need any doctors, but he gives us the opportunity so that we are able to serve him.
Swami es el doctor de doctores, él no necesita doctores, ¿no? ¿Eh? Sí, pero nos da una oportunidad y da una oportunidad a los doctores para servirle.
So Swami was having so many kinds of organ failures in the body, like kidney, heart, lungs, and bone marrow, liver.
Swami tenía tantas cosas mal en el cuerpo, el riñón, los pulmones, muchas cosas.
So as a doctor, I know so many problems. Anybody will be in intense pain, and he will exhibit that suffering in their.
Como médico que soy, pues sé que él tenía que estar sufriendo horrores.
So when one of the doctors asked, "Do you want pain medication, Swami? When are you in pain?" He said, "Tell the doctors that I am in bliss."
Cuando los doctores le querían dar calmantes, analgésicos, él le dijo, diles a los doctores que no necesito nada. Yo estoy en trascendencia, en gozo.
Only God can tell. As a doctor, I can tell you, in so much pain, you cannot say I'm in no pain, I'm in bliss. Not only not having pain, in bliss. To show that he is beyond the body, he transcends body consciousness.
Como médico os puedo decir que es imposible que una persona en aquella situación no sintiera dolor y es imposible que dijera no siento nada, yo estoy en la bienaventuranza.
So he also wants us to transcend body consciousness.
De la misma manera, él quiere que nosotros trascendamos nuestra conciencia del cuerpo.
So after having spent almost a month in Prashanti Nilayam, back and forth coming, so I had to go back to USA after the Mahasamadhi.
Después de pasar un mes, ya después del entierro de Mahasamadhi, tuve que volver a Estados Unidos.
So the day I was planning to leave Puttaparthi to go back to Los Angeles, I had so much pain.
El día en que me preparaba para salir hacia Los Ángeles, sentía yo tantísimo dolor.
I had a pain in this area, intense pain, which I never had, hope I will never have.
Incluso sentía yo dolor físico aquí en esta zona, en el instituto, ¿no?
I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, I could not lie down. It was one of the most unbearable pains
No
I
podía
had.
estar sentado, no podía estar de pie, no podía estar echado, un dolor insoportable.
I thought I was dying, and as a doctor, Swami's doctors are the bad patients. So I was imagining I had a severe heart attack, or a dissecting aneurysm, that means artery bursting, or pancreatitis. These are the three life-threatening things which can happen, which can kill you.
Sí, yo como que soy doctor empecé a temer que tenía una serie de enfermedades, ¿no? No se han dicho 3 enfermedades, pero pues, aquello que se las notaba todas.
So did you translate, right, Kishore?
Oh,
He also was Spanish. So I wondered, sometimes when he was translating, I was having somebody else check his Italian there. He was translating, no, I'm having you check your
I
Spanish.
really care.
Yeah. So I want them to understand, right?
I was telling you, I didn't say precisely which illnesses.
So some, there's a doctor.
I think the last sentence didn't translate. The last sentence you said, I was dying. You said, did you say that?
Yeah.
I think you didn't translate.
Yeah, so I
Él se sentía morir y entonces pensaba que era, entonces pensó que tenía un ataque al corazón, pensó que cogía un ictus, pues, lo que sea.
Que había explotado
por-
una de sus arterias.
o le había explotado una arteria.
So suddenly I remembered, so one time, a few years prior to that, one time I was going with Swami in the car, And we were talking many things. Suddenly I asked, Swami, I want one boon.
Alguna vez iba en el coche y le dije a Swami, Swami, yo quisiera que me hicieras un don. Le digo,
Swami, the day you leave your body, I also want to leave my body.
¿qué es que el día que tú abandones tu cuerpo, yo también quiero abandonar el mío?
Like a loving mother, Swami touched my cheek like that. Never talk like that. So you have to do a lot of my work, you cannot leave.
Como una madre amorosa me dio un cachete, me dio un cachete y me dijo, no debieras hablar así, tú tienes que continuar el trabajo después.
Then I thought maybe Swami changed his mind, so he wants me to leave, because the time said no, but the way I thought Swami changed his mind, he wants me to leave.
Pero pensé, bueno, quizás Swami ha cambiado de opinión y sí que se me quiere llevar.
So by his grace, the pain was less but not gone, so next day I went to the hospital and had checkup and had bad gallstones, stones in my gallbladder, and my liver test, blood tests were all very bad, like normal is 40, the liver enzymes is 10 times 460, 450, so it was a bad attack of gallstones.
Bueno, al día siguiente yo me encontraba un poco mejor, pero todavía mal, o sea que fui al hospital y allí me diagnosticaron que tenía un ataque de bilis, o sea, la vejiga llena de piedras.
So now I know the diagnosis, that my friends are all doctors, my wife is a doctor, 2 daughters are doctors, son-in-laws are doctors. They all said, yeah, you should have operation because there is the only treatment for that.
Ahora que había un diagnóstico, pues, y vivo rodeado de doctores, mi mujer también es doctora, pues, todos me dijeron, sabemos lo que es, te tienes que operar.
I said, as I told you before, doctors are bad patients. I said, I don't want to have surgery. Swami is my doctor, he will take care.
Pero los doctores somos muy malos pacientes. Entonces dije, no me quiero operar.
So my pain was gone, so I postponed my trip back to Los Angeles. So next day, 2 days later, I went back to Los Angeles. You know, the flight is about 22 hours from Bangalore to going back to Los Angeles.
Yo había pospuesto el viaje a Los Ángeles, pero al cabo de un par de días me encontré mejor y entonces tomé el avión. Son unas 22 horas desde Bangalore hasta Los Ángeles.
So, you know, the family was concerned, this is a long flight. If it happens on the flight, again you get this attack, what will you do?
Claro, la familia estaba preocupada porque pensaba si durante el vuelo te vuelve a pillar este ataque, pues ¿qué vas a hacer?
I said, Swami will take care. I went back, by his grace, no pain on the flight. After going back, I went back to work, I forgot all about it, no more pain.
Yo pensé, bueno, con la ayuda de Swami no va a pasar nada y bueno, durante el viaje no pasó nada y además cuando llegué, como que me encontré bien, me olvidé del asunto.
So one of my friends who is an expert in liver diseases, he said, I know I'm happy, your pain is gone, but better have a check, at least make sure what is the status of the gallstones, bigger, and what about your blood test. So I had both the things checked, ultrasound for the gallbladder and had the blood test.
Pero una amiga doctora me dijo, oye, es que ahora te encuentras bien, pero mejor que te lo mires. Y me hizo hacer un test de ultrasonidos en la agujeta en la vejiga y un análisis de sangre.
Lo and behold, I take the ultrasound, no more gallstones. Blood test, all the way completely normal. So gallstones and the blood, everything is back to normal.
Bueno, piedras no había ninguna y el análisis de sangre pues salió perfecto.
So Swami is the doctor, as I said, excellent. So he did operation without doing this operation, without any pain. He removed them.
Swami es el doctor perfecto, hizo la operación sin necesidad de abrir.
So this happened after Swami's Mahasamadhi. He was giving me the experience, I will still take care of you, still take care of us. So we should completely have that conviction.
Esto pasó después del Mahasamadhi.
So not only
Swami estará igualmente allí, no tenemos que olvidarlo nunca.
So not only major things, it looks very simple, but let me share you one minor
No solo
incident which happened last
una
year.
cosa importante como esta, sino también cosas pequeñas. Dejadme que os explique.
As I said, last year I was there for pre-world conferences in many countries. So I happened to be there in Dominican Republic. So in Santo Domingo, you are from Santo Domingo? Yes, I was there.
El año pasado tuve 3 conferencias mundiales y fui a Santo Domingo.
Were you there at that time for the pre-world conference last year? You live here or you live in
Donde se
Santo?
hizo la preconferencia,
Oh, you live here.
porque ella es de Santo Domingo.
Oh, from there are a lot of wonderful devotees, wonderful
Hay muchos
singing.
devotos allí cantando, es maravilloso.
Anil Kumar is very happy with Dominica Republic. Wow, Dominica Republic!
Yeah, they-
Anil Kumar, por ejemplo, está encantado cuando tiene que ir a la República Dominicana.
Yeah, in pre-world conference, in the world conference, their group sang also
En la
beautiful.
conferencia mundial, el grupo de la República Dominicana cantó también.
So if we had the pre-world conference and everything went well, and we had nice dinner in the evening.
Todo funcionó, la conferencia mundial muy bien, y luego por la noche, en la cena,
And Leonardo Gutter, you know Leonardo Gutter and John Benner. John Benner is the zonal chairman, and Leonardo Gutter.
estaba John Bennett y Leonardo Guter, que son
They were,
los sabios de Sudamérica.
They were all there, and the council president of the Dominican Republic.
Estaban allí
was there.
también el presidente de la República Dominicana, el presidente de
So we
España.
had a nice dinner. The food was very good, but they didn't have any dessert.
Cenamos muy bien y todo estuvo el manjar delicioso, y al llegar a los postres
No dessert.
no había postres.
So I was disappointed a little bit. I
Yeah,
love desserts. I love sweets.
Me quedé muy decepcionado porque a mí me encantan los dulces.
But I didn't want to tell John Benner or Leonardo, they may feel sad.
Pero yo no
I
quise
said, good food, but what about dessert? I wanted to tell, but I restrained myself.
no quise entristecer a John Bennett. Estuve a punto de decírselo, pero me aguanté.
So just me and Leonardo were just going back to our room in the retreat place, just a few steps away from there. Just me and him were walking together.
Al volver a la habitación íbamos juntos andando.
And one nice lady like you, she comes with a little nice plate with a nice cake and dessert. She says, gentlemen, Sairam, can I disturb you for a minute?
En estas llega una señora muy guapa llevando unos pastelitos y unas frutas.
So I feel like Swami is telling me to give you this dessert. So I want me to give
Yo
you
pensé,
this dessert.
es Swami que le está trayendo postres.
Can you accept it? Can you take it? So we said gladly. So,
Y ella dijo, ¿puedes aceptarlo? Y dijimos, encantados.
so I was telling this, even a passing thought, simple desire, Swami
O sea,
fulfills.
que simplemente el pensamiento fugaz de quisiera postres, Swami te los da.
Like we were going to Rome, just a few months ago, I was thinking when I go to Rome, I went there before to the Vatican, I wish I can see the Pope and listen, this time not only we could see the Pope, it happened, we didn't plan, this is divine plan. So we saw the Pope and we even heard his discourse. which is good.
Anteriormente había tenido ganas de ir a Roma y pensaba, cuando vayas a Roma, a ver si puedes ver el Papa. Y esta vez hemos ido a Roma y hemos visto el Papa y lo hemos oído.
So watch, as devotees, watch our thoughts. So if it is, whatever you are thinking, if it is good thought, better be good. So Swami will fulfill us if we love him with pure heart.
Como devotos, pongamos mucha atención en lo que pensamos y en lo que deseamos, porque Swami está escuchando.
So when such a beautiful Lord we have, how blessed and fortunate, how can we express our love for him?
Somos tan afortunados, ¿no? con un Señor tan magnífico. ¿Cómo podemos acercarnos a Él? ¿Cómo podemos?
Swami himself gave an answer. When you write a letter, you want to send to somebody. Nowadays people send email, we can. But those days he gave the example. You want to write a letter, when you send to somebody, you need a stamp and you need an address. If you have an address without stamp, it won't go back, it will come back to the sender. And if you have stamp but no address, it won't reach the person. So you need both the address and the stamp.
Swami nos da un ejemplo de cómo tenemos que hacerlo. Ahora se mandan emails, pero antes que se mandaban cartas, él decía, si tienes que escribir la dirección correctamente y tienes que poner el sello. Si falta el sello, no llegará. Si falta la dirección, tampoco llegará.
And similarly for the spiritual seekers, to be in communion with God, we need these two. One is faith, another is love. like stamp, and the address. Faith and love are very important.
De la misma manera, para alcanzar al Señor necesitamos dos cosas, la fe y el amor. Si falta una de las dos, no le alcanzaremos.
Swami says the whole spiritual journey is one shore is people without any faith, and the other shore is one with complete faith.
En la búsqueda espiritual hay dos lados del río. De un lado están los que no tienen fe y del otro los que tienen fe completa.
One place is Samshayatma Vinashyate, another is Shraddhavan Labhati. Anybody know Sanskrit here? So that means one place, one shore is the man with doubts will perish. Another shore is man with faith will get enlightenment. The whole journey spiritually is having no faith, having absolute faith.
Las dos riberas llevan etiquetas, ¿no? De que el hombre que no tiene fe perecerá y la otra es que el hombre que tiene fe se salvará.
So like one place you have like doubting Thomas, you have go on doubting, so you would reach nowhere. Whereas the other, if you have faith, your doubting Thomas will become joy Thomas. So you'll have joy in life.
De un lado los que tienen dudas y que no dejarán nunca de tener dudas, y del otro lado los que pasan a tener fe y entonces...
That is why Jesus said, mustard seed of faith can move mountains.
Jesús dijo, la fe mueve montañas.
That is why Swami said, Vishwas should be your shwas. That means faith should be your life breath.
Swami dice, la fe tiene que ser vuestro aliento vital.
Faith in what?
¿Pero fe en qué?
Faith, first we should have faith. We have seen the highest God supreme. We should have faith. We have experienced Him, that He is divine. Let never have any doubt about it. So having experienced Him as the highest, we should have complete faith. He is my God, He is my Guru till the last breath.
Primero, la fe en el Ser Supremo, porque lo hemos experimentado, porque hemos estado con Él y tenemos que comprender que esa fe, la fe de que Él es nuestro Guru, de que es nuestro guía.
That is why His first message in the form of that Bhajan Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. Hold on to my feet, I will take you across this ocean of samsara. I will give you liberation. He didn't say any big rituals or austerities or self-mortification. He just hold on to my feet. I will give you the highest, which is liberation itself. So we don't we don't need to do anything. Just hold on to Him. Only nothing else.
El Manasa Bhajare es muy sencillo. No nos explica grandes cosas. Nos dice simplemente, agárrate fuerte a mis pies y yo te haré atravesar el océano del samsara.
So I know once having gone to the Mount Everest, you don't want to go into these little hillocks, little mountains. Having experienced the highest, why do you want to go to these little fake gurus, as Jesus said, false prophets?
Cuando hemos experimentado las alturas del monte Everest en el Himalaya, ¿para qué queremos experimentar montañitas por aquí y por allí?
So we should have one-pointed devotion, one-pointed love for this form and name.
Tenemos que tener un amor y una devoción completamente enfocadas.
So, but as we intensify our love for this beautiful name and form, then we will realize all names and forms of gods are the same.
Cuando sentimos realmente, estamos enfocados en este hermoso nombre y forma, ya todos los demás están representados ahí.
But in the beginning, this one-pointed commitment is very important.
Pero al principio hay que enfocarse.
So because running here and there for this guru, that guru, this medium,
No podemos
that
ir corriendo.
will take us nowhere.
Por aquí, por allí, no nos llevará a ningún sitio.
Second thing is faith in the words of God, faith in scriptures.
La segunda cosa es la fe en las Escrituras, en la palabra de Dios.
Because God's message is eternal. Some people were writing, oh, what Swami said is relevant to when he was alive, not relevant now. That is the most sad and wrong statements anybody can make.
Porque la palabra de Dios es eterna. Hay personas que dicen, no, lo que dijo Swami valía para aquel momento, pero luego ya no. No.
So what Jesus said was relevant in 2000 years ago, relevant now, will be relevant forever.
Lo que Jesús dijo hace 2000 años tiene el mismo valor ahora que entonces.
What Lord Krishna said in Gita is relevant for 5000 years ago, relevant now, relevant will be forever.
Lo que Krishna dijo en el Bhagavad Gita sigue siendo válido hoy, 5000 años después.
Same thing, what Swami said was relevant then, relevant now, and will be relevant forever.
De la misma manera, lo que dijo Swami era válido entonces, es válido hoy, será válido siempre.
And one of the beautiful thing about Swami is his teachings are essence of all the scriptures.
Una cosa muy bonita de Swami es que explica la esencia de todas las
He
escrituras.
made it very simple, you don't need to be scholarly. Love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never.
Y lo hizo con cosas tan sencillas como ayuda a todos,
Sirve a todo.
etc. Yo creo que lo sabéis.
So he
Ama a
said,
todos es...
yeah, he said, we may think, oh, simple, love all, serve all. He said, love all, because we all tend to love our own family. Some people love only themselves, not even their family. So love, first we think love the spouse, love the family, love the friends, love acquaintances. But he said not that, love all.
¿Por qué lo dijo? Porque todos amamos a nuestra familia, a nuestros amigos, a gente amamos a las personas cercanas, pero él dijo, no, ama a todos, sirve a todos.
That's why in the Bible said Jesus, it is not great if you love your friends and people who are well-wishers. Love thy enemies.
Es lo mismo que Jesús, que dijo, ama, pero incluso a tus enemigos.
So that is the real love, just even loving everyone without any beyond like Swami does, transcending the race, religions, caste and creed.
Este es el amor de verdad, trascendiendo la raza, el color, todo.
And Swami's love goes not only the human beings, all means, even all beings, let it be animals, ants, insects, birds, beasts, and even so-called inanimate we call, like even rock, mountain, everything.
Y el amor de Swami no era solo por los seres humanos, sino todos los seres, animados e inanimados, las montañas, todo.
Swami showed consciousness, even so-called inanimate object. Can anybody share anything which is very well written about? Does anybody know where Swami showed
Swami mostró que
consciousness?
tenía conciencia incluso objetos inanimados.
Does anybody know the thing?
¿Alguien se acuerda de alguna cosa que haya explicado Swami referente al alma de objetos
He is anxious to say yes.
No, pues, cuando Swami hizo la visita antes de construir el hospital, que cogió una piedra y explicó,
Swami picked a stone before building the hospital.
y explicó cómo se había formado esa piedra.
He told how that stone had been formed, existed.
Yes. Right? No. Yes. The most popular and common story is the story of a weeping sari of Dr. Hislop. Do you know about that? Dr. Hislop's weeping sari story. How many of you know?
Weeping what?
Weeping sari.
Sari. Un sari, porque el Dr. Hislop, Jack Hislop, habla de un sari que lloraba.
You know that there's some senior devotees. Anybody don't know? Want to hear that?
¿Alguien quiere oír esta historia? ¿Alguien no sabe la historia y quiere que la cuente?
So this is in Mumbai, the people were doing surveys. The Swami was giving food as well as he was giving saris, clothes to all the people.
En Bombay, Swami, en uno de estos actos de servicio, estaba repartiendo comida y saris.
After giving everything, there were some saris were left behind.
Una vez, después de haber dado todo, todavía quedaron algunos saris sin repartir.
Then Professor Kasturi asked Swami, these saris were not there, and then there was some wetness, some water around the saris.
Y Kasturi se dio cuenta de que a estos saris que no se habían repartido, que estaban como mojados.
And Swami said those saris are weeping because they were not used by the divine hands to be given to the people. They were not used in the divine mission. That is why they are crying.
Y Swami le dijo, es que están llorando estos saris, porque la mano divina no los ha utilizado.
So Swami wants us to see the divinity in not only all human beings, all animals, insects, birds, bees, and even so-called inanimate like saris, stone. Like you were telling about the stone, I can tell you the really stone story of Swami.
Swami quiere que veamos alma en todos los seres y divinidad en todos los seres, ya sean mosquitos, animales de todo tipo, seres inanimados, sanes.
So in Vrindavan, Swami was giving darshan. In Vrindavan.
En Brindavan, Swami estaba dando darshan.
After coming back from darshan, going back to his house,
Cuando volvía hacia su casa,
Swami's foot hit against a stone,
su pie chocó contra una piedra
and Swami's foot was bleeding.
y le salió un poco de sangre.
Then the students were all upset. How could they, in the way, they did not clear the stone, they were feeling bad.
Los estudiantes se sintieron fatal porque dijeron, ¿cómo hemos dejado una piedra aquí?
Then one of the students was running to take that stone and throw it away.
Y uno de los estudiantes corrió, cogió la piedra y la echó lejos.
So Swami stopped that boy and said,
Swami le detuvo y dijo,
and Swami said that stone was waiting for to have my blessing.
esta piedra estaba esperando mi bendición.
You know the story in Ramayana, right?
¿Sabéis la historia del Ramayana, no?
How the Rama made that stone turn into the lady. So God
Como
can make
Rama
anything alive, show the consciousness in
hizo que
everything.
aquella piedra se convirtiera en una señora. Pues,
So this faith in the God's words is very important.
o sea que la fe en el poder de Dios es muy importante.
So as I said, his message is eternal.
Su mensaje, como he dicho, es eterno.
So he repeatedly said, number one, don't identify me just with this
Él siempre
body.
dijo y repitió muchas veces, no me identifiquéis con este cuerpo.
I am all pervading reality.
Yo me difundo, estoy difuso en toda la realidad.
My thing is heart-to-heart connection with each one.
Yo me conecto corazón con cada uno de vosotros.
You don't need any intermediaries.
No necesitáis ningún intermediario.
You don't need any mediums.
No necesitáis mediums.
He told me personally in the interview many times.
A mí personalmente me lo dijo en interview muchas veces.
And he told this in divine discourses many times.
Y lo ha dicho muchas veces en discursos divinos.
And this was published in Sanatana Sarati
Y ya
many
está
times.
publicado en el Sanatana Sarati.
Because this is not happening now, this happened even when Swami was physically present.
Porque esto no pasa solo ahora, esto pasó cuando Swami estaba presente.
So we should not feel bad. These things happen whenever a incarnation leaves the body.
No nos tenemos que sentir mal. Estas cosas pasan siempre, que hay una encarnación divina que deja el cuerpo.
Like even Jesus warned people against false prophets coming.
Jesús también previno a sus seguidores contra los falsos profetas.
As it is said, the tree is known by its fruits.
Y dijo, conoceréis al árbol por sus frutos.
So what all we need to focus is focus on Swami.
Lo único en lo que necesitamos enfocarnos es en Swami.
And some people are getting worried, distracted about this Mudanali.
Hay algunas personas que están preocupadas o distraídas con este Mudanajali.
If I am just a devotee, I would not even try to know about them. Only thing we need to know is who are we, who is Swami, our relation. For our spiritual growth, we don't need to know anything. We need to know our true self, which is knowing the
Como
Lord.
devotos, es que no necesitamos nada más que conocer a Swami y seguirlo.
Yeah, just to know the truth. That,
Conocer la
because
verdad.
Swami said, you know yourself, you know everything else.
Swami dijo, conócete a ti mismo y luego lo conocerás todo.
But as some of us, being the administrators or the office bearers,
Pero-
we need to know the facts.
Esto si fuera yo simplemente un devoto, no me preocuparía. Pero los que tenemos un cargo en la organización, tenemos que conocer los hechos.
So that to educate people about the truth, not to condemn anybody, but we need to always tell the truth.
Para
Because
poder-
Swami's name is Satya.
Para poder explicar la verdad, porque el nombre de Swami es Satya, es la verdad. No para atacar a nadie, ni mucho menos, pero conocer la verdad.
Because human life is limited, whether we live for 20 years, 30 years, we see young people dying, 50 or maximum is 80, 100. So why to waste this precious time in all this gossip, rumors, any distractions.
Porque la vida humana es muy corta, ¿no? ¿Cuánto más tiempo podemos vivir? Pues no sé, 20 años o el tiempo que sea. Entonces, ¿por qué perder el tiempo en rumores y en seguir otras cosas?
Our duty in Swami thing is only three things.
Nuestra obligación, según Swami, son 3 cosas.
Focus on Swami, love him more and more.
Enfocarnos en
every moment.
Swami, amarlo más y más y más.
Second is dive deep into his teachings, which is the essence of all scriptures.
En segundo lugar, sumergirnos en sus enseñanzas, que son la esencia de todas las escrituras.
Third is get involved in being part of his divine mission, doing his work.
Y en tercer lugar, involucrarnos en su misión divina en este mundo.
That is the great blessing. Swami said, I have many are called, few are chosen.
Swami dijo, muchos son los llamados y pocos los elegidos.
So there are 7.2 billion people. How many people have heard about Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba? Maybe few million the most.
De entre 7.000 millones de personas que hay en el mundo, ¿cuántos pueden haber oído hablar de Baba? Pues, no sé, 500 millones quizá.
Yeah, how many of them are sincere seekers?
¿Cuántos de estos van a ser devotos auténticos?
And how many of them are take part in the divine mission?
¿Y cuántos de estos se van a meter en la misión divina?
So if you are part of the divine mission, do not lose the opportunity, grab that
Si
opportunity.
vosotros sois parte de la misión divina, no perdáis esta oportunidad.
Swami said, I have been preparing you in many lifetimes to do this work of
Swami
Swami.
dijo, os he estado preparando durante muchas vidas para llegar a este punto.
Sometimes he gives the opportunity, you lose it, we are the losers.
Si nos da la oportunidad y la perdemos, los que perdemos somos nosotros.
In 1994, Swami invited me and my wife to be coming to Kodaikanal as his guest for a few weeks.
En el año 94, Swami nos invitó a mi mujer y a mí a ir a Kodaikanal como su invitado.
So we were blessed and fortunate. We were having breakfast with him, lunch with him, dinner with him, go on picnics with him, have good time. Living with God is bliss.
Tuvimos mucha suerte poder desayunar con él, comer con él, cenar con él, salir de picnic con él.
So one day Swami was there, he asked me, he was going out, he used to go on picnics, he go to different places. Narendra, can you drive me to this particular place?
Una vez Swami, que habíamos salido de picnic, me dijo, Narendra, ¿puedes llevarme en coche hasta tal sitio?
So I used my head, I said, Swami, I do not have international driver's license, I cannot drive, I said.
Yo utilicé la cabeza y le dije, Swami, yo es que no llevo el permiso de conducir internacional, no te puedo llevar.
Right away, within a minute, I realized my mistake. I should not have said that. Whatever Swami said, implicitly obey.
En el mismo instante me di cuenta de que él había pifiado. O sea,
Meanwhile, within a minute, I lost the chance. Swami asked somebody else to take him for driving.
pero ya había perdido mi oportunidad de conducir a Swami. Swami le pidió a alguien más que le llevara.
So my dumb head was working that when God is giving a chance, license to drive, why should I need an international driver's license? But that time I didn't think about
Mi
it.
cabeza de tonto me engañó porque Swami me estaba dando un permiso para conducirme. Me decía, condúceme. Y yo parece que quería un permiso internacional de conducir.
That is why he said when there is a conflict between the head and the heart, follow the heart.
Cuando hay conflicto entre la cabeza y el corazón, sigue el corazón.
So when I said two things to reach God, one is faith, I said,
Dos
second
cosas.
is love.
Dos cosas para seguir a Dios. El primero es la fe. El segundo, el amor.
Swami says, God is love, live in love.
Y Swami dice, Dios es amor, vive en amor.
But this love should be translated into action, which is service.
Pero este amor hay que traducirlo en acción. ¿Qué es servicio?
So just I will end with this particular story. I said I lost the opportunity. So then, during the same trip in 1994, so we were going with Swami on a picnic.
Después de haber perdido esa oportunidad, en ese mismo año íbamos a otro picnic.
So when we were going on the picnic, so I was just behind Swami.
Yo iba en ese momento detrás de Swami.
So there was one lady taking the firewood on her head.
Había una señora que llevaba la leña en la cabeza.
And Swami, embodiment of compassion, he was moved. by her
Y
pitiable condition.
Swami, que es la compasión personificada, se sintió mal al ver que aquella persona llevaba esa carga.
So he looked back and he said, Narendra, can you give me 100 rupees?
Y se giró y me dijo, Narendra, ¿puedes darme 100 rupias?
Then he jokingly said, you see, I have the robe, no pockets, so I don't have money. So
Y
give me 100 rupees.
hizo la broma de decir, ¿ves? Yo es que no llevo bolsillos y no llevo dinero.
Anyway, Swami, if he wants, he could materialize rupees. I have seen him materialize dollars, materialize gold, materialize anything he can materialize. But he was giving me opportunity to serve. So he asked me 100 rupees. I was very happy. I right away gave 100 rupees.
Swami podía materializar las 100 rupias. Yo le he visto materializar dólares y cualquier moneda sin problemas, pero me estaba dando a mí la oportunidad de servirle. Entonces yo corrí a darle las 100 rupias.
So Swami gave that 100 rupees to the poor woman and she was happy.
Entonces Swami le dio las 100 rupias a esta señora y ella estuvo feliz.
So the picnic is done. We had a good time. We played with Swami. Swami was playing some games. We had sang with Swami. After the picnic is over, we came back to the house.
El picnic estuvo muy bien, Swami hizo bromas, estuvo todo fantástico y luego al volver,
After coming back, Swami, we were sitting, few of the students and guests, we were sitting around Swami.
unos cuantos estudiantes estábamos allí sentados alrededor de Swami
I was sitting, Swami says, Narendra, come here.
y Swami dice, Narendra, ven.
So I went back and then Swami said, take this money. So he gave me 500 rupees.
Y entonces Swami dijo, ven, toma, aquí tienes dinero y me dio 500 rupias.
This one, yeah. Yeah. So I did preserve it as a prasadam. So I said, no, Swami, you gave me money, I'm giving back. I said, Swami, this is your money. I don't, how can did I do anything wrong? Please forgive me. This is your money, I give back your money, that 100 rupees.
Me dio este mismo billete, que lo he guardado desde entonces, de 500 rupias. Yo, claro, protesté y dije que no.
And I said, no, Swami, please don't give this money.
No me des dinero, Swami.
So I insisted. Swami says, take it. I said, no. Swami, 3 times this went on.
3 veces Swami insistió, toma el dinero, y yo le dije, no, Swami, no.
Swami said, finally, if you don't take it, I won't talk to you.
Swami al final dijo, es que no hablo más contigo si no lo das.
Then I said, give it. So then I said, Swami, this is a good business. Few hours ago, I gave you 100 rupees. It multiplied 5 times, 500 rupees. So it is good doing business with God.
Swami, me gusta mucho hacer negocios contigo, porque hace un rato te he dado 100 rupias y ahora me devuelves 500.
I know that's why a lot of your Sindhis are there, businessmen I heard here.
Sé que aquí,
That's why they said, Sindhis, we know only go for the best, we go for Sai Baba is the best, we go for him.
sé que aquí hay muchos sindhis que son muy buenos negociantes y Sai Baba es el mejor negociante, es el mejor negocio,
So just in summary, just let us love him with all our heart and soul. Second, dive deep into his teachings. And third, never leave his feet and always do his work, and our lives will be redeemed.
O sea, amarle, tener fe en él, entrar a fondo en sus escritos, en lo que él ha dicho, y luego nunca abandonar sus pies.
And thank you very much. So, Sai Ram.
Muchas gracias, Sai Ram.
Shanti.